Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here at Banknote Trading, where we take a look at the US dollar pairs in the Forex market. Today, we'll start by taking a look at GBP USD on the 4-hour chart. And as we've been saying, it's been making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. In this swing structure, let's go ahead and map out the structure from this lower high to the lower low. This is the pair that is still inside, making internal movements. It was able to push further, but not break these lower highs. It was able to break past this high that was formed internally, but it just wicked past it. Looks like it may have been a liquidity sweep in order to look at push further down due to the news today on pound dollar. Right now, I don't see any sell setup. Technically, it was still bearish. It was one of the weaker dollar pairs. It didn't push back the lower high. So you'd be looking at any sales and premium, but again, with the other dollar pairs have been breaking out. I don't see any sell setup or buy setup right now. Waiting to see what momentum can push, if momentum can push past these highs, or to see if it can break down further past these lows to see if there's any setup then. EUR USD. And as we've been saying, this was able to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and break past the highs. And then it shot down with bearish momentum due to the tariff news, but in a wide range perspective, this could be forming a higher low. So let's map out the range that it's in. So as you can see, like I said, it broke up past the highs, but this never broke past the lows. So we're still technically bullish on the 4-hour range, but from a daily perspective, this was making lower lows and lower highs. From a higher time frame perspective, Euro USD is still bearish. So if that is the case, then this pullback would just be a lower high from this high, and looking to sell back further and take out these lows. But waiting to see, because it's still range bound, to see if this was actually a strong higher low. So let's see if there's any setup, any type of bullish momentum shift in order to push past these highs, targeting these highs, or if this was the lower high from this high to push down further and make lower lows towards parity. Aussie dollar, what we're saying, it broke out of this range, making higher highs, higher lows. But if you zoom out, I was saying that this appears to be a Wyckoff accumulation, where this is the spring. It swept liquidity under these lows. But when I see a spring, what I consider a spring, I would expect it to break out past the highs of the entire range. It hasn't done that yet, but looks like it's headed towards there. And when that happens, I'll be looking to take any type of pullback and bullish momentum shift in order to break past the highs. Let's map out the current range. This is the current range that is bearish, but I wouldn't trade against any type of momentum initiation like this that, like I said, appears to be a spring. So I'm not looking for any sell setups. I'm just looking to see if price can break past the highs and then make a pullback, and then look for any type of bullish momentum indications in order to see any opportunity to take a buy. So NZD USD, a similar situation. So I have to zoom out so much. What we were saying before, it was in a range, started manipulation, expansion. It looks like a Wyckoff setup where this is spring sweep. Spring is essentially just a liquidity sweep, and the initiation impulse up. Like I said, with these types of setups, I would look for that spring to take out the highs of the range, and then wait for a pullback in momentum. But I don't see any indication that this is gonna shoot or trade back down. Prices will go back down. Let's map out the current range though. Similar to AUD USD, technically bearish. This is the high. It took out this low. There hasn't been any high formed yet, But like I was saying, I expect this to do that eventually, and then I'll be looking for any type of pullback in order to continue to push further any opportunities to break higher highs when it's confirmed that it's in a bullish trend. The trend has started. GBP AUD. So before, I was waiting to see out of this range any type of pullback. It never did pull back. Then this gave a mini pullback, but wasn't what I was expecting. This is GBP news today. Bearish momentum back down. So before, we had to zoom out on the daily structure to see what's actually going on with this pair. We map out the daily structure, which is why I was looking for any type of buying opportunities once it went into discount and started pushing forward. But now with this momentum, bearish momentum pushing down, this could be forming a lower high from these highs in order to continue pushing bearish. And so what I'll be looking for is the reaction from this demand zone right here. This is the last sell before the buy, and it lines up with the higher low from the daily perspective. That's inside discount. Waiting to see what type of reaction we have from this area to see if it does come back up. Then I'll be looking to check out this high and the highs and make higher highs. But if it does continue to break down past this demand area, then I would expect it, or I'll be looking for any type of selling opportunities to target these lows. Similar situation with GBP NZD. From the daily perspective, we were looking at, let's not do the daily chart, just map out the range. Since we're already here, it had gone into discount, started to push up and waiting for any type of pullback. It really didn't give any type of significant pullback in order to take a buy to further push past the highs. And out of this range, these buyers that was able to push the price up and take out all this liquidity, the reason why the perspective may be changing to this being a lower high from this high, because these buyers weren't able to break the highs to push it further. So the buyers could be getting weak, which means the sellers stepped in. Well, this was the tariff news, but the sellers stepped in at this point after all the liquidity was taken. We're seeing now, I mean, it's just trading within a range, but we're seeing if sellers can push it back further down. Similar situation to GBP AUD. This will be the demand zone to watch out for, to see the reaction from. So expecting a pullback from a bullish perspective to push further, but since they didn't break any new highs, looks like they're getting weaker. We're going to see how the sellers respond in this area. If they are able to break it down, they'll be targeting the lows, and we'll see if any type of sell setup presents itself, any opportunities to take a sell. All right, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining us.